Today's episode is brought to you by Gustafson and Sons Towing, located at 29 Davis Road in Milanville, Pennsylvania. Gustafson and Sons Towing can handle a variety of services that you may need. Aside from 24-hour towing, they also handle winch outs, long hauls, shed moving, small or medium storage container moving, lockouts, jump starts, emergency roadside fuel delivery, and roadside emergency tire repairs. Got a junk car that you want removed? He'll buy that too and get it off your property. Go ahead and check him out over on Facebook at Gustafson and Sons Towing, on TikTok at Gustafson Sons Towing, or give him a call at 570-280-5890. If your car needs a ride but your wallet doesn't, call Gustafson and Sons Towing, 570-280-5890.
All right, y'all. It's the Nonsense and Deep Thoughts Podcast.
Happy Monday evening and welcome to another incredible episode of the NDT Podcast. I'm Corey. Alongside me tonight is my guy, Aaron. Aaron, how the hell are you, my friend?
I'm good, buddy. I had to laugh a minute ago because I got a text that said it's 7:01, sir. So I'm not the only one. See?
Every time.
There he is.
Hey,
there he is.
If it ain't late, it ain't great, right, baby? And we just, we wanted to clarify because your son's over there. Wanted to let him know. She didn't say that. Women don't say that.
Right.
But we do as it pertains to the show. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I had a long weekend, man. I had a long weekend. I don't know how your weekend went, but mine was long.
Busy.
I got to work on Saturday until about noon, and from noon Saturday until I don't know, like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock Sunday, I got to prepare for my daughter's birthday party. It was wonderful. I spent a lot of time out in the sun. I did.
How do we know you spent time out in the sun?
So what I did was I went about business as usual. I did a lot of mowing in the lawn outside, not a lot of cover out there, believe it or not. And it was not until I came inside a little bit later that I realized I made a big oops, because this is how I wear my hat. And I didn't think about the sun and how hot it was. And we made a boo-boo.
Oh, that's good news.
Good news, great news, even better news is I have a wrestling show on Saturday that I'm going to be announcing for the first time ever in front of a live audience. So what am I going to do?
Just going to call you the White Striper.
Oh my God, man. I'm telling you.
What do you mean by that?
I really am going to try to talk them into allowing me to leave my hat on.
I think
this could be,
This
is my look for the podcast. Maybe it could be my look for wrestling too. Maybe I could wear nice pants, a suit coat, and a backwards hat. Maybe they'll let it ride. Maybe they'll let it ride. Oh yeah, Paul Heyman, but his was regular style baseball cap.
Well, plus he's Paul Heyman. He got away with it.
He is Paul Heyman, and you know what? I tell you what, I've said it to my wife before, and my daughter was in the room. She overheard me. I said, I really wouldn't mind being like Paul Heyman one day. And she goes, "Ew, he's gross." I said, listen, Paul Heyman is a fucking legend in wrestling. If I could be half of what he is, I'm cool with it. I'm cool. What's up, Johnny? How you doing, Mike?
Boy.
Nice to see you guys tonight. We're just getting rolling, just taking off nice and slow, nice and easy tonight. Last night, we canceled it last night. Yeah. We canceled it last night. We'll just go with that because it was such a long day. I tell you what, man, I was exhausted when I woke up yesterday. Had all that to do. And I couldn't go at night. I couldn't. I was so exhausted. I was so tired. But tell me, why is party planning so stressful?
It's kind of like Christmas. You get all that build and then it's over.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing though, okay? And I don't know if this is the same way for everybody, but I feel like it's the women in our lives that want to make it perfect. If you're having a birthday party, if you're having, I don't know, a cookout, a family reunion, whatever it might be, you're having people over. The women want it to be super special. They want it to be perfect. They want it to look great. And then us guys, we're just like, as long as we have the food and the people, we're good. And the brews. Got to have the brews.
Right.
But I don't know. Like, I would have been happy with less than what we had. But I had to keep going over the lawn. It's been so wet lately, so I didn't get to mow as often as I'd like. The grass is really high. I had to mow a couple times to get it down to the right height so people could enjoy the lawn. And then there was dry grass everywhere, so I had to make sure to get that out of the lawn. I can't, bro.
How many people did you have at the party?
Oh, we had a good amount, 20 to 30.
Okay.
A good amount of people there.
Wow.
Coming to hang out. Yeah. It was pretty cool. Some certain people that probably should have been there were not there. And this is immediate family I'm talking, and it's very weird. It's very weird when that happens. Like, this was supposed to be a huge celebration because of everything that happened at the beginning of Mila's life. And you would have figured people would have made time for that. You would have figured, but they didn't. And I'm the type, I'm like, just like, yes, he's ready with everything. I just don't know how he does it. I just, I brush it off, man. Brush it off.
I usually have that song queued up, but I didn't do it.
Oh my God. So yeah, I mean, it was a long weekend, but I'm through it now, and we're here tonight, and we got Raw tonight, first Raw after the PLE this past Saturday. I'm excited about watching that, and I'm sure you guys will get to that on Wednesday.
Oh, I forgot it's Monday. Crap.
Yes, it's Monday. It's a holiday. I know that, but our brains are a little bit scrambled from the weekend. You had a lot of parades to attend, but yeah. So wrestling tonight. Wrestling show live this Wednesday. It is Justin's Wednesday off, so the wrestling show will be live. And guys, matter of factly, we have a special guest joining our wrestling show this Wednesday. He is the God of Gods, Lucius Crow from High Ground Pro Wrestling. He's joining us on Wednesday, talking about his career. He sat with Aaron a little bit when we were there last Sunday for the taping. Got to talk with him a little bit. He stayed in character that whole time, right?
He sure did.
That's pretty cool.
I made him break character once.
Did you?
Yeah, because those, what the hell, the masked maulers.
Oh, yeah, the masked maulers.
Yep. I called them carbuncles because he said no one wants them, and he started laughing. So I got him right off guard.
That's awesome. That's so good.
That's going to be my goal, is to make him break character as much as possible. Whoever comes to sit by me is to make them break character.
That's beautiful. I love it. I gotta look for some clothes for this weekend, and I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna try. If my face still looks the way that it looks, I really might try to get them to let me hold on to this hat a little bit. But yeah, so we've got Lucius Crow joining us on Wednesday, 7 p.m. for the wrestling show. That is NDT Squared Circle Sessions, ladies and gentlemen. You can find that over on TikTok and over on X as well. Also, this Saturday night, June 1st.
Biggie.
We have High Ground Pro Wrestling presents Unchained. It is a benefit to help out Judy Wiggins. It is someone who is affiliated with the organization. It will be featuring a Mayfield prison match. If you guys are interested in that kind of chaos and mayhem, it will be at the Falcon's Nest over in Mayfield, PA. Doors open at 6. First bell is at 7 p.m. The proceeds, again, do go to help benefit Judy Wiggins, who has been diagnosed with, I believe, stage 4 breast cancer. I think that's what it is. It's something that's near and dear to our hearts. So if you guys can come hang out with us, spend money on a good cause, and get to see not only the wrestling event, but yours truly in the ring announcing those wrestlers for the very first time, make sure you come on out and enjoy yourself. I'm here. Don't worry.
Hey, Alex,
it's good to know that you're
what you doing?
But yeah, very excited about this Saturday. This is gonna be a cool showing. Yep.
We'll have to figure out travel and stuff and what time we're gonna go and all that good shit.
Yeah, we personally have to be there for 4. I mean, I got to be there early.
Thanks for telling me.
Yeah, I got to be there at 4. Well,
okay. I
was gonna tell you later after the show or before the show.
Before Saturday at 3:30. Hey, you picking me up?
At some time, at some point. Yeah. Yes, I would have told you.
Okay.
But yeah.
Got
so
you.
there's all that. We have a lot more to get to tonight. Some other announcements I have to make for you guys. But what I wanted to get into, I know Aaron had gone up to Cooperstown this weekend with Mark, and it made me think, man, I know I went when I was a kid. Okay. But I don't remember any part about it. So then, because I thought of that, this is how my mind works. It goes from one thing to the next to the next. I started thinking about my memories, man, and how I'm losing a lot of my memories from childhood. A lot of them. And I know that that's something that happens as you get older. You start to forget your early childhood, but I'm like thinking it's not even just like the early formative years, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm losing memories all the way up into my early teenage years. And I don't know if anybody else has that issue. Everything I remember is like bits and pieces here and there.
So let me ask you this question. Do you tend to forget the good stuff, or do you tend to forget more of the bad stuff?
If I could remember what it was, I'd be able to tell you. It might be forgetting some cool shit. Like, so we went to Disney twice when I was a kid. Twice. 10 years old and 12 years old.
You even forgot that.
Yeah, I questioned myself. Did I go a third time? But no, it was twice. And the other time I went to Virginia. But even these trips that were supposed to be super magical and amazing and lots of cool stuff going on, I don't remember all of it. Like the one time we went to Florida, I remember the condo complex we stayed at. There was an armadillo out back by the walkway. It was burrowing underneath it. Random. Just something random. I guess my brain thought it was cool that I got to see an armadillo in person.
Right.
All right. But it's like nothing fancy. I remember a couple things about the theme parks, but not much. Like I feel like that's stuff that should be like burned into my memory.
I like Sarah's comment. It's to make room for new stuff. Your childhood is so long and there's so many things. If you remembered everything, your brain would be on overload. It's just so I get it. I understand what you're saying. I saw a Facebook post probably last year, and it said at one time you and your friends went out to play ball for the last time and no one ever realized it. Yep. That hit me.
Yeah.
You don't have enough memory in the memory card.
Can I get another memory card? Like take one out and put another one in so I could create the new memories. So I hold on to the old shit. But no, I saw that post once too, and the same deal, man. Like that was it. Like the last time you went out to play in the neighborhood with your friends, you don't remember.
Yeah.
Never thought about it. It's like with baseball, the last time that I went out onto a baseball field in college, at that time, I did not know that was going to be my last time on a baseball field. I did not go out the way that I wanted to go out in that game. I didn't. Like, I wish I could have finished up baseball a little bit differently. Wish I finished that chapter of my life a little bit differently, but I didn't. I couldn't. But yeah, memories are weird, man. Like, it's really like I do remember. Here's the funny thing to me, man. Like I remember this one thing from when I was really small. And I don't know how many memories you have. You're going to have to tell me. But when I was really small, before we moved up here to Honesdale, we were living in Archbold down the road from my grandmother at the time. I have 2 memories of that. So I lied. Not just one. I have 2 memories of that. So one, I remember having a little fishing game. And I had a fishing pole sitting on the side of the bed trying to get these little plastic fish. And then another memory I have is just something so random, just walking across the street. Well, I'm walking across the street. My baby sister's in the stroller. That's it. I just remember walking across the street. I don't remember the house we went to. I don't remember what we were doing, but I remember walking across the street. Johnny says, I wish I could start life over and do things completely different. Like literally all things, or like there are certain points in your life that you wish you would have made different decisions. Because I think that's an important thing to specify.
So I think you and I had this talk briefly, and this will go back to the blog that I put on the website. What if you did change things? Would it be like some glitch in the matrix, like the Back to the Future movies, where if you make one different decision, everything else outside of that, along with other people's lives, is that all affected? Do you change the entire course of history?
Yeah, that's crazy to think about. It's like the movie Butterfly Effect.
Yeah.
And I think that's the actual scientific term for what it would be. It's like you go back in time, you step on a butterfly, and it changes the course of history.
Yeah. One different decision.
Action.
Yeah. One decision can change not only your life, but somebody else's. which then can have a domino effect on everything else. You know, something as simple as accepting a position at a job. You're now in that position. Now, whoever was going to have that job is not there. They're somewhere else, and that displaces the other person. It just makes a whole domino effect.
You know what?
Oh, that's deep.
That is real deep. And you know, it's going to bring me down another road and a completely different topic, and that's okay. I'm cool with tangenting and going here and there and everywhere. But it goes to show the tiniest change can mean a world of difference for not just you, but everybody else. So I know that some people struggle with depression and things like that, you know, struggle with their mental health. And there are people out there that have thought to themselves, you know, it's what does it matter if I'm here? What does it matter? I've had this discussion before. If you go all the way back to episode 3, that was a difficult episode for me, but we got through that episode, and I think it was an important episode. That small difference that we were just talking about, like you not being here could affect the entire world, and you have no idea.
Yeah.
Zero idea, man.
Just, it's weird how it's the smallest thing. And everybody says your life can change in a split second. It's 100% correct.
Yeah. Johnny says, how I spent money, how I paid attention to business more. Yeah. Alex says, I just saved money from the time I started working so I wasn't broke. Yeah. Well, you know, you live and you learn and you teach your kids.
We'd all do that.
So now we're going to have to be a little forceful with our kids when they enter the workforce and make it so that they don't waste all their money. Who knows? But I wouldn't change a thing because we have a beautiful life. We really do. We have a beautiful life. There's some lessons I wish I knew back then, but in all honesty, that's a part of growth. That's just a part of growth, man. And, you know, failure is how we learn. Doing and failing is how we learn in life. If you don't fail, how the hell do you know what you're doing?
Yeah. It's how we learn.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Well, what kind of crazy, like how far back can you remember? I want to kind of go over some memories. I want to see what kind of memories you actually remember. Anything fun, anything different.
My brain, I swear I was an elephant in a past life because I can remember so much of everything from when I was younger. I was very sick when I was a kid, and I was in and out of the hospital for the first 4 years of my life. Jesus. I remember my dad picking me up. I mean, I remember watching Mighty Mouse and Dumbo in the hospital with my next door roommate her name was Allison Lounsbury.
You remember the name?
Dude, we ended up going to school together. We ended up going through high school together, like same school district. Like, I remember all this stuff. I remember going home and the Christmas lights being on the little tree on the walkway going up to my house. My biological dad carried me in the house. Like, I remember so much stuff. It's crazy.
That's so lucky.
My mom will sit there and be like, do you remember this? I'm like, yeah, this was happening. This. She goes, how do you remember all that? I just do. But ask me stuff from college till now. I can't help it. Some stuff I just forget.
It really makes me wonder, man, because they always say that we only use 10% of our brain. It always makes me wonder about that. Like, one, how is it that they know that? Like, how did they study this where they know that we only use 10% of our brain?
I don't know.
And what does using more of it look like? Is there more storage for memory? Or is it like that movie? What the hell was the movie with the girl that ended up like using 100% of her brain? I can't remember what it was called.
I don't even
Jared, do you remember what that one was called? He's going to look for it.
He's going to look it up for us.
But I can't remember. Like, she ended up like melding with the computer at the end of it. It was so Lucy. Yes, Jeff. Thank you. Lucy was the name of it. Is it like Lucy, where as you go on, you start being able to like use telekinetic powers and shit? Is it like that? Would we get telekinetic powers if we could unlock our brain? Or do you just get like more memory and shit?
So Jared's comment, we have a private chat. We can talk to each other. So has anybody ever seen the episode of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire where the guy won $1 million? He called his father and said, I don't need a lifeline, but I'm going to win $1 million, and told him that. Jared was like, I don't need to look it up. It's Lucy.
Well, it's funny too, because I think at the same time, my twin brother
said it in chat.
Yeah, you guys answered
So
the same
we're-
time.
Yeah,
Your brains are connected.
that we got good taste in movies. That's a good movie.
Limitless is another one too, though. But wasn't Limitless the one Nick's talking about? Isn't that the one where the guy took a pill to unlock brain power or some shit like that?
Yeah, it was called NDT. No, I'm kidding. I think it was called NXT or something like that. But yeah, he took a pill and it opened up.
I have to watch that one still.
yeah.
I have not seen that yet.
There's a TV series on that one as well.
Is it really?
Yeah, I think 1 season, 2 seasons. I don't know. It got canceled, but I thought it was pretty good.
So he took a pill and he performed better?
Yeah.
Go figure. Oh shit. Oh man. Nah, I don't know. I just wish I could remember more. I remember bits and pieces, but then like something like that happens. Nick pops into chat there. Nick played Little League with me years and years ago. He was in my graduating class, and I remember, since he popped into chat there, I remember a time I went over to his house, hung out at his house. One time I went over there, but that memory just came flooding back. I guess it's like little triggers in our world that make us remember things.
You know how people
I see your dad everywhere, by the way, Nick. Sorry, Aaron.
No, you're fine. I always hear this phrase. It's how you remember things. It's how you, what's the word? Recognize it, incorporate it.
Yeah.
You know, people memorize things differently. They remember things differently. So it's the triggers. Like you said, if you see something that triggers that memory, it's going to come running back to you.
Yeah, we definitely hit on this too at one point in our episode on nostalgia.
Yeah.
I definitely remember that. Yeah, I don't know. What's nostalgic for you, Aaron? What brings back memories for you? Is there anything that triggers anything for you?
So there's
specifically
a few things, like video games. When I was a kid, I loved playing my Nintendo Switch with my son when we have the Nintendo Online set up. We have that old retro game system, the 8-bits, the Super Nintendo.
Oh, the one that plugs right into the TV?
Well, no, it's on the Switch, but you have it's called Nintendo Online. It's a subscription service.
Oh, that's
and
neat.
It has all the old consoles: Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. So I love playing that. Baseball, and then what game is that?
Yeah, that's Punch Out, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Mike Tyson's Punch Out. That's correct.
Punch Out, baby.
Love that game. And movies from when I was a kid. Watching Star Wars when I was younger, things like that. I love doing that. I love watching the Star Wars movies still. That's nostalgic for me too.
I'm still gonna have to catch up with those, and I got to get my kids to watch them. I tried to get them to watch one of them, and they're like, "Oh, this is kind of boring." I'm like, "No, you got to sit through it. You actually have to watch it." So I got to try it again.
Johnny, so we got to pay a bill. I think we told this story already about this golf cart thing. I'll tell the story before we pay our bill here.
Yes.
The Wayne County Fair, Johnny and I used to do security, and it like the first time I ever remember, it was raining so bad they closed the fair down, and we had the golf carts out on the racetrack where the horses run. It was so muddy, and we may or may not have tried to jump a golf cart in the mud while we were in our security uniforms. So
maybe not. Who knows?
We ended up sending quite a few people home after that, so we didn't get in any trouble. But yeah, Johnny, we had some good times at the fair.
Of course not. That's wacky nonsense.
So with that said, with that story told, guys, our sponsor page is growing. Our sponsors for the show are growing. And we have an amazing new sponsor in Dragon's Den Games and Hobbies. And we would like to pay a bill and show you what we've got for these guys.
This is awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
Awesome.
A long time ago in a Honesdale far, far away. Dragon's Den, Games and Hobbies. Episode 1. The Rise of Games and Hobbies. It is a period of gaming war. Rebel players, striking from a hidden base in the heart of Honesdale at 552 Main Street, have won their first victory against the dull empire of the mundane. During the battle, rebel spies managed to steal secret plans to the Empire's ultimate weapon, the Dragon's Den, an armored gaming store with enough power to provide endless entertainment. Pursued by the Empire's sinister agents, gamers race home aboard their starships, custodians of the stolen plans that can save their people and restore freedom to the galaxy. Join the rebellion and embark on epic quests, from the strategic depths of Magic the Gathering to the fantastical realms of Dungeons and Dragons, and the galactic battles of Star Wars tabletop games. The Den holds the key to victory. Our extensive selection of board games promises endless fun for friends and family. The Den is open for your daily dose of fun Monday from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m., Tuesday through Thursday from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m., Friday from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m., Saturday from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m., and Sunday from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Whether you're a seasoned gamer or new to the dice, our welcoming community and knowledgeable staff are here to guide you through the stars. For inquiries, transmit messages to 570-647-4633 or via the Holonet at dragonsdengamingandhobbies@gmail.com. Stay updated with the latest Rebel dispatches and events by following us on the Holonet at facebook.com/dragonsdenpa. Dragon's Den, Games and Hobbies, where every game is an adventure waiting to unfold. Visit us today and let the games begin.
Today's episode is sponsored by Dragon's Den, Games and Hobbies. You can visit them at 552 Main Street in Honesdale, PA, or call them at 570-647-4633. So good.
That was awesome.
Love that one. So, guys, if you are interested in sponsoring the show, just know that if you get that high tier there, you can get your very own incredible commercial just like that one. I don't mean to toot our own horns, but Jared does a fantastic job.
Yeah, I really, really enjoyed making that one.
You dug way deep for that one, man. You really did.
As always, dude, good. Grand slam.
Yeah, mess with the audio, and just I've been working on that for days. It was good to create that one.
Copyright strike that one, YouTube.
I changed the music
and got rid of the Death Star.
Got rid of the Death Star.
Yeah, baby. Fuck YouTube. Sorry. Not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Anyway, guys, don't forget this upcoming Sunday, June 2nd, we are having our giveaway stream. Guys, it is going to be a jam-packed giveaway stream. We are giving away 2 cash prizes of $50. So 2 people will walk away with $50 cash. We will also be giving away some merch, and all of our sponsors are pitching in and giving them something away as well. I think Trendy Forbes is giving away $100 in gift certificates. So they're $100 credit. Excuse me. She's giving away $100 credit. Queen Bee is giving away $150 credit. It's a 3-hour clean. Gustafson and Sons is giving away a free tow and a free lockout. Dragon's Den is giving away a coupon or a certificate of some sort. I think it was it $25? Correct me if I'm wrong, please. I don't want to be misquoted. $25 gift certificate. And then I believe Keep It Simple is also donating something to it, isn't she?
Yeah, starter kit.
Starter kit.
Yeah.
Perfect. So we've got something for everybody. Make sure you're there this Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's something for the locals. There's something for everybody else. So make sure you're in there. And then June 29th is our day out at the ballpark, NDT's day out at the ballpark. If you go to our Facebook page, go to the top of the page there. It is one of the pinned posts. Grab that link there, and you can purchase the tickets through us. It's discounted price for us, $13 instead of $19. We have 2 sections. All right. Aaron's in the front of section 13. I'm in the front of section 14. So we will be in both of those sections right there. Get as close to the field as you can, because although those are our sections that we're selling, they cannot reserve the seats forever. So there will be people mixed in with us. Get them as quick as you possibly can. It's super cheap. It's going to be a great time at the ballpark. If you purchase tickets through our link, you also get an opportunity to win the chance of throwing out the first pitch. That's really cool. And most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, that night, your very own Aaron will be singing the national anthem. It's going to be a sight to see.
Bring your earplugs.
Yeah, bring your earplugs. This fucking beautiful soul. Don't let him fool you. He's gonna kill it.
I'm gonna have laryngitis.
Gonna kill it. Yeah. But yeah, you
starting to get a little freaked out about that.
Why?
Dude, there's a lot of people.
You've sung in front of a crowd before.
Yeah, not like this though. There's gonna be a lot of people. I'm just to face away from everybody.
Do you want me to strip down to my boxers?
You get us thrown out. Please do.
That'd probably be really bad. They'd be chanting, "Put them on, put them on, put them on." Sorry, Mike, if you're watching.
No, I'll be good.
I'll keep my pants on.
I probably won't even think about it when I get out there.
Yeah.
So
you touched on something in regards to nostalgia and memories. You were talking about the video games and stuff, and that's the same for me, man. You said video games, and I immediately thought of a night that I had my cousin sleep over. We did cousin sleepovers from time to time, and we didn't get to hang out together a whole hell of a lot, but we had a day where we woke up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, snuck out into the living room, popped in Ninja Turtles in Time, and started playing at 5 o'clock in the morning. Now, this is how smart we were. We didn't turn the volume all the way down. My parents' bedroom was right above the living room.
I already see where this is going.
It only took 15, 20 minutes for my mother to come down the stairs and ask us what the fuck we were doing. That's where I get my cussing from. I mean, don't let anyone fool you. My mom cussed like a sailor. She was cussed like a sailor, but she was a saint, man. I loved that woman. But yeah, we got in big trouble. Got sent back to bed. But yeah, man, just silly stuff like that.
So did you have set times when you were allowed to play the Nintendo or no?
Not necessarily set times, but I could not be on it forever. Like I generally would play if it was raining or like first thing in the morning on a weekend for a little bit, or even in the evening. Like if nobody in the neighborhood was around. It's not something I did all the time. I played video games quite a bit, but it wasn't like forever. I would eventually get bored. You start playing and I know you were probably the same way as a kid because you were an athlete too. You liked playing sports outside like a regular person, but I'd play for a little bit. If I was playing a baseball game or a football game or whatever, it didn't matter. I'd be going for a little bit and I'd get bored. I'm like, I want to go outside and play football now. I want to go outside and play baseball now. I can't keep playing it on a video game. I got to go do this myself. That's how I was. I couldn't do it for long. But no, I didn't have specific set times.
Did you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, 2 sisters.
Okay, so they probably weren't into the video games like you were then. I had two brothers, and it was you got a half hour
sister
piece.
did a little bit.
Oh, so we had a fight. It was 3 of us around the same age, and it was you got a half hour each, regardless of where you were in the game. And my older brother was freaking notorious for when your half hour was up, he'd walk over and pull the plug out of the wall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like that was him.
Dude, and back then, what's funny about that is back then, I remember
there's no save points.
On the regular Nintendo, my favorite game was Final Fantasy. And to save for Final Fantasy, you had to go to an inn, right? And then you had to hold in the reset button and push the power button at the same time to save the game. So you didn't have shit if you just yanked that cord out of the wall.
Nope. And it got so I would spend a lot of time outside too. And my dad got tired of I used to throw tennis balls against his sheds outside because they'd come back to me. And he got tired of getting these ball marks on the wood. So he found me an old big piece of plywood and he propped it up in front of our camper. And he painted a big square for me for the strike zone. And I would sit and just throw tennis balls for hours. And then I got to the point where I was getting good enough at it where I'd throw the tennis ball, pick up a bat quick, and smack it out into the woods.
Yeah.
So I would do that for more than anything. It's just outside hitting the baseball.
That came, we're going to get into more here, but that came from being bored.
Yeah.
That came from being bored. My daughter, earlier tonight, she was trying just a little while before we started getting ready for the show. she was trying to get me to figure out her PlayStation for her. Like her PlayStation 4 has this issue. It won't turn on. It tells her it needs an extended hard drive to be plugged in, but that thing never had an extended hard drive. So something's wrong with it. Now, my wife gave her old one, but that one has trouble staying connected to the internet. And I'm like, who cares? You don't need to play online. There's other games you can play. Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay. And then I'm like, listen, just go do something else for that. I don't know why you want me to do this. She's like, well, do you want me to be bored while you're doing your podcast? I looked at her. I was like, yes. Oh. Yes, I do. I want you to be bored. Go find what you're good at. Get the hell out of here. I want you to be bored for a little bit. The hell, man.
So you're talking about online. I'm going to jump forward a little bit for current stuff. I was never a big fan of online gaming. I never got into it. I never was. But one of my most favorite things I do with my son Christian is Mario Kart Online. Have you ever done this?
Mario Kart Online? No. We don't. We have a Switch, but we don't really play it much. Dude, I don't anyway.
Have to get Mario Kart 8, and you have to play the online version. It puts a flag over your driver from what country you're from.
Oh, really?
We're racing people from Japan. We're racing people from Germany. It's just so cool. I mean, Christian smokes them, but it's just like this weird thing where, like, wow, you used to fight over who you're going to play in your living room, and now you're worrying about who you're going to play in another continent. It's just so weird.
I'm telling you, man, that was my favorite thing. Sorry, my eyes are really itchy from allergies today. That was my favorite thing about gaming on Twitch and being a Twitch streamer, was meeting people from all over the world. But since we're going to get into this topic, I can see Robbie and Mike already have some stuff to say on the topic of games. I'm going to let Jared play a little something for you because we kind of have to get into something here shortly.
I haven't seen the sun in years.
Yeah, that too.
Let's have it, buddy.
So there you have it. It is just a little teaser for you guys. We've got NDT Gaming getting fired up soon. The first question I want to ask you guys, if you're watching now, if you're listening on Spotify or Apple afterwards, or if you watch the show over on YouTube, Rumble, or on Facebook here afterwards, please continue to leave the comments for us. Do you want to see that gaming show live, or is the recording good enough for you? Which would you prefer? Because we're still debating on what we want to do. But Robbie says Mortal Kombat on Sega was my shit. I loved Mortal Kombat on Sega, dude. I had Mortal Kombat 2 and I played the hell out of that one. Sega! It was wonderful. Mike Romansky, Resident Evil is GOAT, but which one? Which one was the GOAT? I think I'm going to tell you my favorite Resident Evil was 4. That was it for me. Resident Evil 4 was my jam.
So I'm actually, I started Resident Evil 2 yesterday. So they remade it.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty dope. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I played that remake. I think I played it.
I think it's free on the PlayStation Networks. So you should get it.
You see what Mike's got down there for us? Live at the Den, I'll do giveaways.
Whoops, Jared and I pushed the button at the same time. He was out talking.
Slap his wrist, Jared. Slap his wrist.
I'm sorry, dude. You were talking. I figured I'd take the controls for a second.
We'll have to set this up. We'll have to figure out how often we're going to do it. How often we want to do live at the Den. I think that'll be a beautiful partnership. He goes 2, 3, 1, and then 4. So 1 is one that I never really played all the way through. I've watched it a couple of times. I've never really played that all the way through. Mike Cook, you nerds. Oh, man, I love it. I love being a nerd, though I love gaming. Tell me you don't love gaming, Mike. 4 was amazing. That was my favorite. That was definitely my favorite. 2 was a close second. Yeah. I have to try out 7 again. I played 7, The Village. I played that for about an hour and a half one day, and I was like, what is this? I don't have a weapon. I'm trapped inside of this cabin with these weird people. What the fuck am I? This isn't even Resident Evil, but I guess that's the new generation of Resident Evil. So I got to get back into it.
We'll have to set up a time to go down to the den with Mike and do it on one of these weekends, and we're live.
Mike says gaming was fun, but sometimes we have to move on. Listen, man, I feel it because I am just so busy anymore that I have not gotten enough gaming done. For a while there, I was doing a lot of gaming, but it was a lot of time spent with my wife, really, when I was on Twitch. I started out playing some real good story-driven games. I played a lot of The Witcher on there. I played Dying Light. I played a couple of others, and then, I got into Apex. I got my wife her own PS4, and then that was our gimmick. That was our shtick. It was her and me playing Apex Legends together, and I tried absolutely everything I possibly could to get this woman to blush on stream. Like, just say the dirtiest, raunchiest shit to her just to get a reaction out of her, and it was so much fun, man. Christian, nobody moves on from gaming. You're right. I did buy Final Fantasy 16 recently. I do have to get back to that one. I remember. Today is a pretty shitty day for me, so bear with me. Oh, you're all right, Mike. You're all right, man. It's okay. Did anyone play Siphon Filter? I don't remember Siphon Filter. I don't. But yeah, Mike, understandable. I get where you're coming from, man.
Yipper.
All right. God, what else did I have in the way of gaming from my childhood? There was so much, man. I loved gaming. I loved the old systems. It was so much fun. One of my favorite games, I don't think many people played, and I'm sure I've talked about this one before too, a game called Werewolf.
Yep.
That was badass. Robbie was all about Contra. I don't know. Contra was cool. I think it got into this trendy thing where everyone, really likes to talk about Contra being the best game ever.
I could speed run through that game. I love playing that game. I will do it all day long.
Oh, Mike says I'm still waiting for Aaron to have my sandwich. Which one's his sandwich, Aaron?
The one that peanut butter and ham or pickles or whatever the frick it
peanut
was.
Butter and mayo?
No, I think it was ham and peanut butter. Mike, what was it? Tell us again so we can vomit once again on the stream.
We got to do this though. This is coming up. This is going to be something soon.
Don't say we have to. I've been telling you this.
Well, we have to figure it out.
Kick in the ass.
No. It's not that I need a kick in the ass. We got to figure it out because I personally think that we can just do call out videos. You want to do a whole stream about this?
Yes, we need to do a dedicated episode just to this so people can watch us do it.
Hey, fuck you, Corey.
Peanut butter, jelly, ham, and pickles. I knew I was right. Ugh.
That's quite the combo there, Mike. Disgusting. Oh my god, I'm gonna do it. Just like I'm gonna do peanut butter and mayonnaise. I'm gonna do it. But so when do we want to do this? Well, let's do this right now. Let's figure it out right now, right here, live on.
Hold on, Mike Cook. I want you to tell us a Saturday morning when you want us to come up, or an early Saturday afternoon, to your house, and we will sit in your lawn with a picnic table, and you can feed us the shit that you want us to eat. We will do the stream from your house.
Bro, be careful what you wish for. This could be very dangerous, man.
This is shit.
You're going to have him.
This is a shit sandwich.
Are you going to have him create these cocktails for us too that we're going to regret?
No, but what I'll do is I'm going to go back to the stream where we originally talked about this, and I'll pull the recipes, whatever you want to call them, out.
See, he's admitting, Aaron.
I'm clarifying my statement for you, Michael. I'm going to go back and pull out what people said we should try to eat. Mike can have his.
Very gross, Alex.
And we will go sit, and he can feed us, and he will have the garbage can so we can puke it all out. So, Mike, you tell me a Saturday around noonish, and we'll make this work. Then we have to do it. Once we set the date, just don't make it on June 29th. I'm not going to a baseball game throwing up trying to sing.
No, that's Bad News Bears. Well, that's one way to get yourself out of singing.
June 15th. There it is.
That's 2 weeks.
Yep.
So let me ask you a question, Mike. How's your internet connection? because this is going to determine whether we bring a laptop or if we're going to just do this.
Record it.
No, because we don't have to just record it. We can go live from our phones. We do have the microphones. True. We're fully capable. We got the tripods. We're good to go if we need to.
I got a 100-foot Ethernet cable. We'll run a cable right to his Wi-Fi router.
Is that how long mine is? I don't know. I got a long one too here somewhere. Alex knows all about that. Anyway, perfect. I have excellent internet.
Like it'll be
nice.
Okay.
Don't get sick because I only get to spend time with you on the weekends.
Mike, what time? Noon?
You get time every night.
Lunchtime, have the grill ready.
It's decent. Mike, what are you talking about is decent? Please tell me what's decent.
If he's talking about this sandwich, I'm going to puke.
TikTok has a series of Mad Snack Monday where she eats weird snacks. Dude, the first episode that Justin and I did of this weird snack combination or weird food combination thing was brought on by someone on TikTok named One Big Pikey. You guys ever heard of One Big Pikey? Of course you have. Everybody knows One Big Pikey. So he does all these drink combinations. He does food combinations. And I would watch his videos and I would call bullshit on almost every single one of them, man. Fucking, I can't, like, the things that this man ate and was like, that's pretty good. No, you're full of shit. He dipped an Oreo in pickle juice and said it was delicious. No, that's not delicious. Fuck.
Okay,
shit.
Mike, what time on June 15th? Noon? You'll have the grill ready for us? With
the grill?
Yeah, it's going to make this ham on the grill for me.
The ham that's going to go with the peanut butter and jelly and pickle.
Yep.
Ham on the, so it's not deli ham.
12. Okay. Noon. We'll be there for lunch.
We have plans on June 15th.
Oh,
what's June 15th? I don't remember what's on June 15th. I have plans all over the place. Oh, yeah. So yesterday, that was the one day. I thought that was the 16th. You said it was the Sunday, didn't you? We could do Sunday too. So if it's not Sunday, we'll do Sunday.
Go with it. She's trying to get you out of it, man.
Oh, it is deli ham. He's not cooking you ham. She's
all right.
trying to get me out of it, Jared.
So, Mike, how's the 16th?
Okay.
Instead of the 15th?
The next day. Because apparently the party that I thought was on that Sunday is actually on the Saturday.
Right. Sunday works too. All right. So we'll do it Sunday.
Sunday at noon. Crazy. Right. Bro, we're going to...
I'm going to make a post later and ask people to tell us what they want us to eat. And
yes.
We'll pick a few. We won't eat them all.
Is that a day that Justin's off? Do you think he would even drive up here for that?
No, he would. That would be his out. It's too far.
June 1st, June 2nd. No, that's a day he works. He's not going to come up.
That's right. Yeah, he won't.
Justin's difficult. His schedule's so difficult. I can't keep it straight.
I didn't open my mouth about it either. I would be like, nah, I got plans that day, but I have to do this.
We have to. I was going to try to make this a regular series through Reels, just making each other eat weird shit and posting it up just to give us Reels.
We got to keep it honest that way, though.
No, Jeff, I don't want. I know what that is, and I don't want to eat that.
No. So we'll take like 4 recipes and eat them with Mike.
No private parts,
and then
please.
The rest we'll do with Reels.
No animal dicks, balls, or vaginas, please. Can't do it. Oh, man, fucking Rocky Mountain oysters. That's the sound she makes too.
You're so stupid. I love it.
My bad, guys. My bad. Oh, man. Wednesday's wrestling show is going to be fan-friggin-tastic. It's going to be awesome. The episode with the food's going to be fantastic. We should bring something for him to try, too, though. If he's wanting us to do this, we should bring something for him.
I'm on it. Don't worry. I got this.
I was going to bring something that I actually found good when I tried it for that first episode. You get Oreos, and you put squeezy cheese on the top. Cheese Whiz.
Oh.
And it's supposed to taste like cheesecake from what they claim. And let me tell you, pretty close. Pretty close. Oreo and Cheese Whiz. We'll do that one. And we'll make Mike do that with us. How about that? You good with that, Mike? Some Oreos and Cheese Whiz?
And I'll come up with something too. So it'll be the 3 of us eating 3 things.
Okay.
You won't like my Oreos. It'll be toothpaste in them.
God. With toothpaste in them?
Did you ever do that to somebody?
No.
Dude. All right. So I scraped all the icing out of the Oreos because people at work pissed me off. So I scraped all the icing out, and I did the Dollar Tree mint toothpaste. It's white, pure white. Nice and careful. Slowly put it back down. I set them in the break room at work. Somebody walked back, and I hear, "Ooh, Oreos!" And I immediately set my drink down because I knew I was going to start laughing. And what the fuck? I was like, it was funny. Or you do the make your own candy apples at home. You really want to piss somebody off? Dip an onion in there.
Onion.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Those are fun.
Yep. The other one I saw, what was it? It was a chocolate covered Brussels sprout.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like a chocolate pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put the sugar in there. Yeah.
That's just straight up evil, man. That's just straight up evil. The onion is really evil.
The onion's rough because you got to really bite into that caramel and you're going for it. You can't just be gentle with that and you get a whole mouthful of onion.
Giggity. Giggity.
So, Jared, when you come up to the ball game, do not eat the candy apples.
No, it was probably a bad idea, man. I'm very excited about that, man. Jared coming up. Guys, that's even more reason to go to the baseball game on June 29th because Jared's going to be there.
Jared
surprised us at bowling.
His twin brother, Jeff, is coming.
Yes.
And our guy, Aaron Simmons from the executive, what is it? The executive board?
The executive's view.
The executive view.
Yeah.
Fellow podcaster. He's coming up. So it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, we're going to have a good time that day. I'm very much looking forward to it. But yeah, we bounced all over the place today. What else do we have to remind people of? Did we cover everything? Do we have another bill we want to pay? I think we got to play another ad.
Ask the accountant in the background.
The accountant.
He's like the banker from Deal or No Deal.
Yeah, why don't we play one more ad while we think about anything else we got to let you guys know about? Tonight's show is sponsored by Queen Bee Cleaning Company. Queen Bee Cleaning Company services Wayne County and the surrounding areas within a 1-hour radius. Their services include residential cleaning, commercial cleanings, post-construction cleanups, move-ins and move-outs. Yes, they do the packing and cleaning for you. Real estate cleanings, deep cleans, event cleanups, window cleaning, interior, exterior, and screens, junk removal, and boat detailing. Yes, you heard that right, boat detailing. You can hire them weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, one-time jobs as needed. It doesn't matter. They offer all natural cleaning options as well using chemical-safe products. All estimates are free. When you need to find a cleaning company, think Queen Bee, because when your environment is clean, you feel happy, motivated, and healthy. To contact them for all of your cleaning needs, call 570-229-3959 or email them at qbcleaningcompany@gmail.com. So nothing new to remind them of, so I'm just going to give them the rundown again real quick before we head out of here. This Wednesday at 7 p.m. for our NDT Squared Circle sessions, we will be joined by Lucius Crow of High Ground Pro Wrestling. And this Saturday, High Ground Pro Wrestling will be in Mayfield at the Falcon's Nest. Doors open at 6 p.m. First bell is at 7 p.m. Yours truly will be doing some announcer work on that night. The event is called Unchained, and it will be benefiting Judy Wiggins. There will be a Mayfield prison match, so that should be super exciting. June 29th, you're going to have the baseball game, NDT's Day at the Ballpark. Make sure you head on over to our Facebook page to check that out. It's in a pinned comment at the top of the page. And make sure you get the tickets through our link so you can, number one, sit with us. Number two, try to get your chance at throwing out the first pitch. And you get to see this guy singing the national anthem. Absolutely fantastic. And this upcoming Sunday, do not forget, giveaway stream starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Cash, merch, and more from our sponsors. It's going to be a fun time. Just show up, hang out, bullshit, win some stuff. It's going to be wonderful, guys. Make sure you're there. And until next time, we will see y'all later.